Do you have questions about life insurance? Well, check out this interview. Hi everyone, Hannah Dick with eXp Realty here, and on this episode of First Timer Fridays, I wanted to change it up a little bit. This week, I wanted to interview Jaylene and JaMeica and ask them some commonly asked questions about insurance. These questions are really important if you have children, if you've become a homeowner, if you're looking for debt management, or looking to start planning for retirement. Check out this interview.
Hey, my name is JaMeica Miller. I am a financial broker of 2 going on 3 years now, and I am based out of Calgary, Alberta, but we are brokers in all provinces in Canada, so we can help people anywhere in this country.
Awesome.
Hi, I am Jaylene Ferreira. I'm also a financial broker. I am newer to the industry. I've been in it for about 6 months now. I am based out of Canada as well, but I am from BC. And just like JaMeica said, we help everyone in Canada and also in the US.
That's awesome. Thank you. Well, I just have a couple of questions for you ladies today. So, first question I will ask is what types of insurance do you specifically specialize in?
Yeah, so we do critical illness, disability, and life insurance. We also do pet insurance as well. And you can also set up your children with life insurance and critical illness.
Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know you guys offer pet insurance. That's really cool.
Yes, we love to, insure those pet fur babies.
Okay. And JaMeica, did you have anything to add to that?
I think I just want to add, when you think of life insurance, it's not just a benefit after you pass, but people can also use it to cover their mortgages and other debt payments that might be left behind. I think that's like a common misconception of life insurance being in place for people. So
Right. And I think that's so important to know. You guys have taught me so much about life insurance and what are the options for financial security other than just passing away. So it's great. So my next question for you is when should a person start looking into some of these insurance policies?
it's a great question. So I think immediately, for example, life insurance and critical illness, you can put on your kiddos as young as 14 days old, which is
Wow.
great because when they get older, there's a lot of benefits to having it already in place in case they were to become uninsurable. And mom and dad thought of them ahead of time so they can just transfer that ownership to them when they're adults. And now they have insurance for life. And as well as disability, we have disability that we can also put on kids from when they're a young age too. Because it's nice to, get a payout if your kid broke their arm and they had to stay home from school and whatnot. So as soon as possible is the general answer for that. Absolutely.
With younger age children, is the policy more affordable than an older age?
Yes, absolutely. It is way more affordable when you get insurance earlier on in life. And like I said, the earliest could be 14 days old for your baby. And it's way more cost efficient, and you get to lock in those rates for life as well.
Oh, that's great. So my next question is, how do you determine how much insurance somebody actually needs?
Yeah, for sure. So basically, what we do is we look at all of their financial things that they got going on and see where, we need to protect them with their finances. So, depending on all their assets and liabilities, then we can go in and determine what you see for your financial future and where we can protect you. So, you are creating generational wealth and not leaving debt behind for your family.
We do look at each individual client and see what they have going on, and we look at debts, like mortgages or loans or credit cards. And then we also look at final expenses depending on what province you're in. Funerals can be on average $30,000. So we look at that, and typically off the general, we look at 10 to 20 times someone's salary, depending on their situation. But with younger clients, we look at a general window of 100 to 250,000. And then as stuff in life happens, people have kids, people buy homes, we can add on as the client sees fit.
Oh, that's great. So you can adjust it depending on if somebody has a child or buys a home and that sort of thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So I think one of the most important questions that everyone watching is probably asking is, how much does it cost to actually get a quote from you?
It
It
costs absolutely
absolutely nothing.
nothing.
So Jaylene and I offer our services completely free. It's very rewarding, you know, when people are struggling with their finances or need help or guidance. It's nice to be able to offer that without taking money from you, right? It doesn't make sense that you pay us to help you with money. And
Mhm.
so we offer our services completely free, which me and Jaylene absolutely love because there's no pressure, there's no obligations, and people are just more at peace when that is how the kind of conversation goes.
Yes. Our goal is really just to help all Canadians, hit their financial goals, and that's why we're so passionate about doing this. So, yeah, absolutely no cost, and just want to help you figure out what you want for your financial future.
That's amazing that you guys offer that. So everybody watching, it's free. Reach out to these ladies and find out where you stand as far as your financial goals and insurance policies go. My final question for you is, what is something that not a lot of people know that you think should be known?
People don't know about just like insurance and protecting yourself in general. I feel like a lot of the time we don't think about insuring our car because we have to insure our car, whereas we don't think about insuring ourselves, and this education is not taught to us. And the reason why you should insure yourself is to protect yourself and your family for your financial future. So I just think it's really important to spread the education and just let people know that these things are out here because lots of people don't know that. And also protecting your children, I think, is super, super important because, tragic things happen and people aren't financially ready for it. So I think the big thing is just knowing about insurance or just sitting down with a broker and being educated on these things that we aren't taught in school, I think is super, super important. And learning how to, navigate with money. Money is something that not a lot of people want to talk about, but it's something that controls a lot of our lives and we need to control it instead of it controlling us. So I feel like it's super important to know what's going on and not be scared of it and know that it's okay to talk about it and get help with it because we all got money and things are just costing more these days, so being educated with it will really help, your financial future, and building generational wealth is super important too, so teaching our clients how to do that and how to hit retirement. A lot of people don't know, how much money they need to retire, but they know they wanna retire, so just educating our clients on making sure they're hitting retirement or hitting their financial goals is super, super important. I just feel like overall there's nobody knows about these things, so that's why JaMeica and I are so excited to be sharing this free education with everybody.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. And how about you, Jamaica? Anything that
Uh,
you'd like to add?
yeah, to build on what Jaylene said, two things come to mind. One, a lot of people think in their lives, like, I don't need to think about this stuff maybe until I'm in my 30s or later on. And that's the biggest misconception. You should be on top of this as soon as you're 18, if your parents didn't already set you up from a kiddo, because the earlier you start, the better when it comes to anything financial, just getting yourself educated. And then also one of the biggest things I've seen just with our own clientele is people being just a little like embarrassed or ashamed to even want to talk about it or open up about it. Like I want people to know like you're not alone. Like debt throughout all of Canada is crazy right now. And you might think, oh my gosh, this is like the worst situation. This is the craziest thing my brokers might have seen. But no, like you're not the only one. It's actually pretty common right now. And it's okay, like no one's here to make fun of you or point the finger and laugh. We're here to help and help get you out of that situation. So I don't want people to feel embarrassed or too ashamed to want to come out and talk to us about it. We just want you to know that this is a safe space. Everything is totally confidential. And so you can have that peace of mind knowing, hey, no one else has to know I'm in the situation and I can get out of it.
I think that's so great because I agree. And I think that a lot of people feel embarrassed that they have student loan debt or credit card debt or something like that that's just kind of drowning them. And it's important to know that it's not a judgmental space and that ultimately you're there to help them and get them out of that hole.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Finances can be a big stress, and we want to take that stress away from people.
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, ladies, so much. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that was great. Thank you so much, Hannah, for having us on your channel. And we're just so excited to be working with you. And anyone that wants to work with us, we're excited to work with them as well.
So, if you have any questions about life insurance, disability, or critical illness insurance, reach out to Jaylene and JaMeica and they can get you a free, no obligation quote. I know that sometimes we think we're indestructible, but unfortunately accidents happen and things happen that we can't control. So it's important to be prepared for if and when that happens. So reach out to Jaylene with any questions that you might have. Thanks for checking out this week's First Timer Friday, and I hope that you have a great weekend. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos like this one.